Hey, how's it going? It's Dave. Just doing a little bit of a card rummage. I had to have one package. Other than that, I'm just kind of going through my collection. Had some time to kind of organize some things. So the box over here is all rookies. This one is mostly retired players, and the spot for refractors there is like refractors of players that I don't really collect. The middle one right there is all my Padres and Giants, mostly Padres. This one here is non-top loader current players that I do collect. I just have them in alphabetical tabs, and then the rest of them is most of the guys that I PC. But what I was doing right now was I was just going through some stacks of cards, just kind of screening some for PSA orders. And before I go through and actually do the detailed find, I wanted to just flip through, mostly to record which ones I was thinking about, entertaining for you all, maybe. But also, I can always go back and look at it and see where my thoughts were at. But those are some of the 2019 Bowman Chromes I just had up there. And then obviously Bellinger's just killing it. I still have faith in Ohtani, so you're going to see a lot of his stuff in here. But these are cards that, in my mind, if they graded out a 9, I could still get the price that I paid for grading, right? So to me, it's $11 if I grade with a guy through Instagram, Clay's Cards. And I'll flash this thing, but that's who I grade with. I've seen him do some pretty good work, so that's who I'll be going with. And like I said, $11 a card. So if this one comes back as a 9, obviously this is a bad example because it's an SP. But if this one comes back a 9, I know I can still get 11 or $12 for it. So really wouldn't be that big of a loss. Although I could probably sell it raw for, I don't know, $1 or $2. So it's really pinching pennies at that point. But hopefully they come back. I do a good job of screening them. And then come back 10. So a couple of Otanis, this Miguel. As the more I look at this one, I believe it's got some centering issues, but I also have to check and see how he's doing. Some Acuñas. Right, he's still turning it up. Not to my surprise, but maybe some folks didn't fully believe, but. Couple of guys here. George Springer. I know he just got hurt, so not real sure what's going on with his injury status. This Mookie I pulled out of the Donruss, the rookie full set that I got. Arenado's, I think always, if you can get a 9 or a 10 on an Arenado rookie, you're in good shape. There's another Springer. And now you're going to go through my Sotos. Bit off center when I'm trying. I have a PSA 9 of this that I didn't notice had a dent in it before I sent it out, so I'm trying to, I'll pick which one of these, maybe this one here, just by centering alone. Make sure it doesn't have any dents, and I'll probably send that. A couple of these chromes, I'll screen these ones for scratches. Mostly surface damage, I think is the biggest one for these. There's a little bit of centering. You can see the difference in the W, bottom left corner. It's cut off drastically on that one, and kind of not so much on these other two, and even less on this one. So I'll look at what the 10s are looking like and see. And then a couple of these Heritage. I just like this Glaber. I think it's an awesome card. It's SP. Very cool card. So I'll check that one for chipping. And these other Glabers. And carrying on with the Gleyber Torres. This one's tough because he has so many update chromes. He has 3. This one's the all-star card, and this one's, I guess, the regular. But I thought he also had another one. I could be mistaken. Am I looking at it there? Nope, that's that one. And then the all-star. Yeah, maybe I am wrong. And then the all-star one I have in this pink as well. And Javi Baez. Pretty high on this guy. I think he's just good for the game of baseball. So these ones here I already had set aside and ready to go in their in their sleeves. But I've been looking at this Yelly, and as much as I would like to get a 10 on it, I don't know if I want to send it as a 9. In that corner, that bottom corner, you can kind of see it. It's not great. I'd love to hear y'all opinions. I know everybody asks, hey, what do you think in this video? You think it's a 10? I don't know, man. I can't tell. But if you see anything glaring in the angles that I'm taking here, then please let me know. And this Franco is definitely going, and this belly is definitely going. I may hold the Yelich. I was going through my cards the other day, and I just some of my collection when I growing up. I just started again last August. I got back into the sport, but these were pretty cool. Came across a couple of Tomeis. Cool. They're only a couple bucks, but not sending them off to PSA or anything like that. But they're definitely cool cards. So rip into this one. This is, you hear Maddie in the background, just messing around. These are Facebook fire sale. This is a Facebook fire sale purchase. And this guy's, it's funny because he had this Facebook fire sale going, and if you're not familiar with it, go to some of these Facebook groups and look for fire sales, and you'll see. So basically they post a card up, and the first one to claim it at that price gets it. And if no one's claiming it, obviously you can throw in an offer for lower or whatever. But it was funny because this guy was posting like all of the hot players, Yelich, Bellinger, for like really good prices. I'll flash what I paid, but he was just getting no traction on his sale. Felt kind of bad, but I picked up a couple of things that I wanted. I just thought it was weird that none of the stuff was moving. All right, got my boys must have got into it. I'm gonna take a break, just a sec. All right, so I tried to extinguish the fire that is that is my kids. I don't know what happened, but they didn't agree with what they were doing. All right, so here's a Yelly First Bowman. This is the paper version, and I snagged the chrome from another guy earlier. Cody Bellinger. This is the All-Star Game chrome, and I do not like this, man. All right, I mean, if you got chrome cards, dude, just separate them and like put them in their own sleeve, man. All right, I'm not gonna put them back together like that. And Yelly 2017 X-Fractor, and Allen and Ginter, right? I didn't originally like these Allen and Ginter when I first got back into the hobby, but now I'm finding that like classic look more and more appealing. So this is a 2014 Allen and Ginter, and another belly chrome. This is just his debut, but I didn't have it, and I am glad to own it now. So here's Ryan Sandberg SP. I think this is, it's a code 12, so I think it's just an SP, but very cool card. I always collected Ryan Sandberg growing up, so that will definitely go in the PC. And the last one was a Topps Chrome Freshman Flash Bellinger rookie. As a Padre fan, you probably wonder, what the heck am I doing with these Dodgers? When a guy is just tearing it up, you gotta respect that he's just playing the game at a really high level. So I gotta give it up to him, and I'll grab a couple of his cards. It won't get too crazy, but there's my iron burn mark. If you saw my iron video, it was interesting. The same ones that try to burn my room down and my collection down are fighting in the other room right now, but let them get after it. So the way that I've been sorting my cards, I haven't done a lot of collection showcases in a while, but this is kind of it, and I'll make these ones later that my wife makes with her Cricut machine. It's a cutter but it also, you can put a pen attachment in there, it does some drawing. So I'll make these blue ones first if I think about like what I want to put in there. And then I'll go back later and I'll ask her, hey, can you make the following: pitchers, position players, Paddock, Cal Quantrill, Manny Margot. I'll make new dividers and stuff, but this is kind of just how I've been getting after putting. I finally started to put the ones in penny sleeves and in top loaders in one divider. Like these are all my Manny Margots, whether they have just a penny sleeve or whether they're a little bit more high end and they have a top loader, right? But I guess one day I'll make a video going back through some of the stuff. Will Myers Auto, this guy, he's either hot or he's not. Francisco Mejia is currently on assignment right now in AAA, I think. And then Chris Paddock, bam, this is one of my favorite Paddocks. I'll show this. This guy, awesome. Other than my PSA 9 first Bowman auto of him, this purple shimmer is really cool. Not numbered, but I really like it. So, and then Luis Urias, still have high hopes. Obviously, he's still at AAA, crushing it in AAA, and they just are like refusing to give him another shot at this point. I don't know what their long-term developmental plans are, but it's been pretty rough to watch. And like I said, this is my PC. Most of the guys that I PC are over here. Some of them I heart PC a little more hardcore than others, and some of their cards, and I haven't like done penny sleeve cards in here with top loader cards, so there could be Acuñas in here. Yep, good example there. So there's an Andujar, Miguel Andujar, and I also collect Miguel Andujar here. So he may find himself in here if it's just a penny sleeve card, but if it's a top loader card, then it'll be in my big box here. But you know, that's kind of how I get after it. I also have a couple of binders that I also use as well. All right, a quick scroll through my wall. These are the cards that are still on my wall right now. And there's my Paddock I was talking about. There's that Juan Soto with the dinged up side. My Henderson rookie of note. That was a 2019 goal. I think I got one in pretty decent shape. Centering's not so great, but it's not mangled up, and definitely satisfies that need for a Henderson rookie for a little while. One day I'll chase after like a PSA 9, but that's what I got now. A couple Luis Urias. There's my Tony Gwynn auto relic that I got from my card shop owner for $40. I thought that was a really smoking deal. So, and there's my Juan Soto SP, and of course my first Griffey since coming back into the hobby. And this one is a jersey numbered, number 09 of 67 for Luis Urias. Way overpaid for that. Got caught into the hype. Again, my first full season of baseball while I'm collecting, and I'm learning that like as new products come out, the hype surrounding the product drives prices insane. So people like to put their stuff up on eBay with like a buy it now for $200 and best offer, and really it's a $20 card. It's like, dude, I don't blame them because they're obviously going to make their money. Oh, didn't say anything about this guy right here. Franmil Reyes. If you watch my videos, you know I'm very highly of, I speak very highly of him, but 15 home runs right now, and you know, hitting like 270, 280, I'll put it up, but God, that guy is a beast. This is his SSP rookie, so very stoked to have that one. I got it in a break. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next time.